Hidden just 20 minutes south of San Francisco is one of the peninsula's best kept secrets, Millbrae. If you're looking for a town that is super family friendly, homes on tree-lined streets, and an awesome downtown, then this video is for you. I'm gonna show you guys the downtown area here in Millbrae on Broadway. We're gonna take a look at the rec center, the library, and I'm also gonna show you guys what a budget of about $2 to $3 million will get you in Millbrae. All right, our first stop here is Dean's Produce, and there's actually two locations in the peninsula. This one here in Millbrae, and then one in San Mateo. Their pricing, I don't know how they do it, but I mean, check out this quantity of blueberries is $4.99. A lot of times I'll buy stuff that is more expensive and smaller. $5 for the raspberries, $2, $1.99 each for the blackberries. All right, so let's keep going. Well, when you see a line like this, you know it's good. Let's see what's going on. Look at this, all this rotisserie chicken here. Have you guys been here befefore?
Many times.
Really? Is it good?
Yeah, we like it. That's why it's so busy.
God, and how often do you come here?
Every weekend.
Every weekend?
Yeah.
Do you live like a few blocks away?
Up on the hill.
Okay, wow. Let's go inside, let's take a quick look. Yeah, thanks a lot, have a good one. Oh my God. This is impressive here. Look at all this they got going on here. This is serious. I mean, that was fun. We have not done a video on Millbrae yet, which is why we're doing this today for you. J Food, this is neat. I mean, kind of feel like I'm in Chinatown a little bit in San Francisco. We got mango, ginger, lemon. You're not gonna see a store like this in every town. Dried bean curd sticks here. I feel like I need a whole guide for this shop. I mean, you can kind of see there's a lot of fun, quirky shops in here. Like, check this place out. Ume tea, right here. Oh, look at this. Popcorn chicken, sour plum powder chicken, chili, salt and pepper, chili barbecue. This is your signature dish, the popcorn chicken. It looks amazing. It must be very popular.
This one, a lot of people like. You can try some.
Really?
Yeah.
This is a blossom latte, 50% sugar. All right, let's see here. This is really good. Thank you. All right, this is Ponyo Foods here. Check this out. I came in here when we were doing some scouting a couple weeks ago, and I want to show you this. How's it going, guys?
Check out the pastries that we have here. These
Okay.
are from Neighbor Bakehouse in San Francisco, and they're fresh every morning.
Wow.
And they've been selling pretty well today. Specifically this pistachio croissant that's been selling pretty well today.
Really?
Yeah.
The gluten-free panda coconut mochi cake. Thank you. To the taste test, here we go. Coconut mochi cake, I've never had this before. That's really good. I never had something like that. Now, unfortunately, today is not the farmer's market. We are shooting this on a Sunday midday, and this is Broadway here, kind of the main downtown strip. It's about kind of 4 blocks long, and come back on Saturday and you'll catch the farmer's market. Kind of fun, like in Millbrae, you're not gonna see this in downtown Burlingame, for example. You have red bean milk tea in a boba place right here, ginger tea, etc. And then just right here, you've got a furniture store. I mean, you will not see this in downtown Burlingame, downtown San Mateo, just a variety of places. Like, we're gonna cross over the other side of the street in a sec, but you've got Suzanne Cakes and Pastries there. We have Cleaners, a Chinese restaurant. You know, we have something really awesome we're gonna go to over there in a second. But that's kind of, I think, what's fun about Millbrae. It doesn't bring the glitz and glam like maybe downtown Burlingame has with its Apple store and, you know, all that. Millbrae, I'd say, has changed less than other downtowns, and not in a positive or negative way, but you're just not seeing some of the fancy restaurants that have come down from San Francisco. You're not gonna see those typically in Millbrae. It's like people in Millbrae, they know what they want, it's simple, it's easy, you're getting really high quality, but you're just not also having to pay a lot for what you're getting compared to what you can get, I'd say, in other areas. All right, so when we're back over at the spicy place, they said, come check out Chicken Pho You, which is, now that I see the spelling, I'm like, oh, that's cool, it's a Vietnamese place. And who doesn't love some pho? Price is like pretty reasonable, $12.99 for pork with pickled cabbage over rice, mapo, tofu over rice. That is my kind of thing. I love me some tofu. And then cool, we can check this, a Chinese traditional nature herb store. And then over here is Wonderful. Actually went to Wonderful a few weeks ago because my massage therapist is a few doors down. And I was like, Lexi, where do you recommend? I'm super hungry, I want to get something to go for dinner. She's like, go to Wonderful. I checked out the reviews and it was awesome. Highly recommend. check out a few more places, but I can't go into another bakery right now, but that one does look pretty good. Here you have Langzhou hand-pulled noodles. And again, this looks super good. If you've been here, let me know what you think, because this needs to be on my list to go in there because it looks really awesome. So if you're less familiar with Millbrae, it's important to know like the community here is fantastic. And that's kind of a nice thing about up and down the whole peninsula. Each town, I'd say 80–90%, like all these towns have such a strong local community, which Millbrae absolutely has. Like check out, for example, over here, it might be hard to see, but it says St. Dunstan Schools, you know, they're advertising for the school and accepting applications. And this sign or this banner kind of gets swapped out depending on what community event or organization they want to support. So I think that's a nice thing about Millbrae. Millbrae has a really strong education foundation as well. They raise, I think about $800,000 or so a year to go support the local schools. And the schools in Millbrae are fantastic. That is a huge selling point, why many people choose to buy in Millbrae. And people just like the area, not only because I mentioned, I mean, we're gonna show you a neighborhood in a little bit here, but we're very close to San Francisco. You have the Millbrae BART and Caltrain station, which is literally like a 2 or 3 minute walk from where we are. And Caltrain obviously goes down the whole peninsula, but this is the southernmost point of BART is in Millbrae. So I have clients who live in Burlingame and San Mateo, and they'll drive up to the parking lot, park their car there, and take BART up to the city. All right, let's pop over here. This is Pape Meat Company. And this is, I mean, arguably the best place to go, maybe in San Mateo County. I mean, I guess that's a bold statement, but they are super popular for getting some of the freshest meats and fish that you can get. It's kind of fun to go into a store where, I mean, this is the whole product. It's just meats, fish, seasoned rack of lamb. I got just this whole section, a lamb burger. That looks pretty good. Dry aged New York steak, ribeye steak, tenderloin. That tenderloin there, that is, no joke, $119 a pound. We got some Wagyu, $49.99 a pound. Wagyu cheddar burgers. That looks good. $7 cheddar burger. Yeah, amazing. Let's take a look over here. Yeah, look at this. Fish, boneless trout, caviar here. Wow, $114.99. I wonder if that's the most expensive thing tied with the other stuff over there. White Mexican prawns, organic king salmon fillet. Whew, my mind is blown. I'm ready for July 4th to just start grilling. They got the knives, beef sweetbreads. I don't even know what that is, a beef sweetbread. If you know what that is, put it in the comments. Diesel turkey, salmon patties. Oh yeah. You guys watched some of my other videos for Redwood City and also Draeger's in San Mateo. They've got some amazing ones. I'm gonna need to try these. What I can tell you about Pape's is you can actually rent out this whole place. So check out over here. They have an incredible wine selection and they're open for private events as well. This is really nice to see a cool small business like this. There are so many tea places in Millbrae. Oh my goodness. Let's check this out. Wow. This is crazy. I mean, there's like 40 people in here on a Sunday getting all different types of milk tea, noir sesame tea. People are just hanging out. I mean, people doing to-go orders, DoorDash. It's impressive. What are you guys drinking and do you love it?
Boba.
Boba. Okay, and tell what kind of boba did you get? Mango? Pretty good?
We have sesame also.
The sesame? I've never even heard of that. Is it good?
Delicious.
Really?
It's one of those special.
Okay, I saw that up there. Do you come here often?
Often.
Really? Okay, how?
Yeah,
You're a VIP customer? You think? You probably are. That's good. You just came here because your mom wanted to go. This wasn't about you, right? Okay. I will have to come back again. Thanks for chatting with us. I must say, this is, I think, is our 4th downtown video that we've done, and people are the friendliest here of any of the downtowns. Like, people are just loving it. Man, I just want to point out, Millbrae, if you hadn't figured out, is like the king of Asian food. There's every type of Asian food here. Like, this is Korean hot pot. I mean, there's so much going on here. This is fun. All right, just to give you guys a little flavor on the town, because I think this is always fun if you're thinking about moving here. Oh, and if you are thinking about moving here, give me a call. I'd love to chat with you. But check this. Let's see, Millbrae Goes to the Movies, Millbrae Adventure Summer Camp, Millbrae Historical Society Presents. I think that's fun. Senior and Adult Paint and Coffee Night, Pickleball Adult Drop-In, Spring Break Summer Camp. That is fun. I like seeing that because Millbrae is such a vibrant place to live. So Millbrae, kind of where we just were, that was more the southern part of Broadway. And over here is the northern part of Broadway where it's a little, less exciting. I mean, you have a Starbucks, you have Sidewalk Juice, Bagel Street Cafe, Walgreens, and then there's a living spaces down there. There's a Safeway, there's a Trader Joe's. So for us living in Burlingame, whenever we want to go to Trader Joe's, this is where we go. So, no one town has it all, but all these towns are so close together that if you're watching this, you're coming down from San Francisco or you're moving from out of area, it's kind of the nice thing. You can kind of pick the area where you think it's going to resonate with you most, and maybe from a job situation as well. But driving from all these different towns to one another, you're only looking at 5 to 10 minutes. It's really not a big deal. Even just check out here. This is the post office. I mean, look at this cool building. Like downtown Burlingame has a post office and it's super tiny because the rent is crazy, but here in Millbrae, I'm sure the rent's not inexpensive, but it's nice to see. So we're heading out of kind of downtown area now. We're gonna pop in to check out a couple more things. But it's worth mentioning, we didn't even cover El Camino, but there are so many good Asian places to eat at on El Camino. There's good Italian, there's O Sole Mio. I mean, we could just go on and on. There's tons of places that we could go to for like weeks and weeks. I will mention that one of the best pancake places on the peninsula is the Millbrae Pancake House. And I used to go there growing up all the time with my grandfather when he'd fly in from New Jersey. It was a tradition that we had. And then I took our son there a year or two ago and I asked for maple syrup. And they're like, we don't have maple syrup. I was like, what do you mean you guys are a pancake house? Like, why not sell it for like $2? So, and I would have paid for it. Anyways, great place to go get your pancakes, but bring your own maple syrup. What would be like the top 2 or 3 things you love about living in Millbrae?
First of all, I'm a 5th generation San Franciscan, and I was basically raised on the peninsula, so this environment is home to me. You know what I mean? Just when I look at, I'm close to the ocean, I'm close to the bay, all the activities I do, I'm close by, So just the environment itself. The second thing is weather.
Yeah, weather's fantastic.
Not too hot, not too cold. And then I think that this location, when I was because I retired, but when I was working, I could either work in the city or I could work in South Bay, and it was pretty convenient, I've worked in the city and I've worked in San Jose, and it's like fairly comfortable.
So thanks for chatting with us.
Yeah.
That is so fun. If you guys want, come find out where we're shooting our videos. If you want to hop in here, we'll ask your opinion too. The neighborhood that we're in now is called the Millbrae Highlands neighborhood. And it is just west of Broadway, so west of downtown. And it's kind of weird, it's a narrow strip, and according to the MLS, it goes all the way up to the top of Millbrae. So if you're like, oh, I want to live in the Highlands, you would have to decide, okay, do I want to live in the top or more in the flatter area? But like, let's just take a look at, some of these houses here. It's a really cute Spanish style house. I guess kumquats or orange trees in front. And it's not like we picked this house out in advance to show you. We're just kind of walking and see, we'll take a look at this next house in a second. But I like this neighborhood in particular because you have a lot of trees, high tree density. You get a lot of kind of cuter, older homes that have been beautifully remodeled over time. Like, take a look at this one here. Again, just very simple for what it is. In pricing wise, in the Highlands neighborhood, we're looking kind of average and median is about $2.1, $2.2 million looking back on last year. If you're looking for a nicer house that's more remodeled, higher square footage, it's not hard to spend $2.5 or $3 million in Millbrae. But if you want to be up in the hill, kind of closer to 280, price per square foot is going to drop up there. So that's going to be a lot better value because you're just kind of farther. But if you work in the city or the valley and you want to be close to 280, then being way at the top of the hill in Millbrae, you can get a 3-bedroom ranch style home, 20% less sometimes than being in a really flat location like where we are now. All right, so we are getting super close to the library, but this is kind of cool. There's this little, I don't know what you call it, but in the ground here, it just says Millbrae History Walk. And then just behind me, behind the stop sign was another sign that said, library this way. All right, so we're like, well, what is this guy talking about on YouTube with all the trees? Well, just take a look here. I mean, this is a great spot. You've got a few trees here, a few trees on the other side of the street. Obviously, we're shooting this in February, so there's very little leaves on the trees, but I think it's really beautiful. All right, so we're gonna pop into the library and whoa, that is, good job. What is that called? Diablo? Yeah, this is cool. Book a bike. Bikes available for free same-day checkout. Book a bike. All right, So you've seen a few of my downtown videos. You know that I love libraries because we have such a good library system in San Mateo County. So we're not gonna do a deep dive here, but I just wanna show you guys like the overall space and how big this is and how new it feels. And we got the movie section here and children's area, homework center. You have to come by on your own and check it out. Hey, this is neat. They actually have a seed library here. I'm gonna have to come back here with my family and check this out. This is really neat. So you can open this up. I'm gonna grow some beets here. God, the library system is so impressive here. That's neat. You can actually swap seeds or you can donate seeds. That is fun. Oh, wow. I mean, you can even come and you can check out some checkers or Monopoly or Jenga. That is one of my favorites. There's also a new game store that just opened on Broadway called Plucky's Broadway in Burlingame. And I just went there with my wife and son, and that was super fun too. But here, it's free. All right, we got the Millbrae Museum over here. We have a community room. There's a lot of good things going on here. And even, it might be hard to see, but over there is living spaces. So we are just so close. If you can kind of see the top of the building there, that is Broadway. So the library here, and stick around. Now we're gonna pop over to the rec center. All right, so we just walked up the hill. It was just a few blocks. And here is the rec center. Check this out. We're gonna come back in a sec because I wanna show you guys Central Park on the other side. But this building was completely rebuilt in June 2022. Unfortunately, there was a 4-alarm fire here back in 2016. And the previous rec center burned to the ground. So this is a beautiful facility. There's a teen area, senior lounge, fitness center. Like there's some stuff going on in there, which we'll go check out in a moment. But just take a look over here where we're walking. I mean, this is a huge building. Let's just take a look over here and I want you to see how big the structure is. Check out this park where we're going to now, and I'm so glad that we are shooting this on a weekend so you can get a real good vibe of what Millbrae is like. I mean, we just saw downtown. We've got some people over there, father-son playing badminton. We've got people out for a walk with their dogs. I mean, every time we're out like this, I just feel a huge amount of gratitude for what we have here in San Mateo County. This weather, peace, nature, beauty, lots of nice people. All right, so we have some kind of apartments here on the perimeter and there's houses on the other side of that. But this is kind of fun. Let's just kind of meander through the playground area a little bit. We got a nice barbecue happening. This is really fun. Beautiful play area. And then let's just kind of walk around the outside here so you guys can get an idea on how deep and how big this is. You can see the kids running all the way down there. And I think this is nice. Even they have these huge sails up here too, especially when it's really hot and sunny. I mean, Millbrae does not get hot. I mean, basically the more south you go, the warmer it gets. So Millbrae is not hot compared to say Redwood City or Sunnyvale or Palo Alto, for example, but you know, it's still nice here. Very Mediterranean. All right, so now we're gonna walk back up and we're gonna go inside the rec center. Worth mentioning, if this is kind of the feel for what you like and you're thinking you might want to move to Millbrae, give me a shout. It'd be a lot of fun to chat with you. All right, this is the fun moment here, the big reveal. Let's check this out here. Kind of fun here. We got some history. We got these old streetcars. Building here from 1872, Mills Estate, which is kind of interesting. There's a neighborhood in Millbrae called Mills Estate, and there's a neighborhood in Burlingame immediately south of it called Mills Estates. And it always trips people up, but that is cool. This El Camino 1946. What? Look at that. Mills Field, San Francisco Airport. I mean, it looks like a barn basically. My God, I wonder when that picture is taken, probably in like the 10s or 20s here. All right, let's check this out here. Looks like they got maybe a Zumba class going on here. Oh no, it says American line dancing. That is really fun. And we've got a little play area over here. And now let's kind of check out at the very end of the hallway. This is cool. You kind of see the beautiful ballroom, and I believe there might have been a Sunday morning church that was using the space, but this is so beautiful. This is one of the newest community centers on the whole peninsula. Burlingame has a new community center. San Bruno received a lot of funds after the tragic pipeline explosion, the gas explosion a number of years ago, but from a community center perspective, this is definitely one of the newer and more beautiful ones. That was a lot of fun checking out downtown Millbrae and some of the neighborhoods that are kind of right nearby. If you're thinking about making a move anywhere within Millbrae, bigger house, smaller house, first house, whatever it is, or just thinking about making a move anywhere in San Mateo County, I'd love to be your Peninsula real estate resource of choice. Check out all my deets below in the description. And if you're curious to learn more about my other downtown videos on the Peninsula, check out this one about Burlingame, San Mateo, San Carlos, or Redwood City. I'll see you guys in the next video.